And for more context, legal analyst Royal Oakes joins us to analyze the judge's decision. Royal, again, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
So a 50-month sentence, but then also the judge imposed the maximum fine. Are you at all surprised?
Well, it is a little surprising because as tough as the judge was on Combs and talking about how he abused his power and he drove two women to near suicide, he actually gave far less than the government wanted. They wanted a tick over 11. Or the probation department, they wanted 5 to 7 years. And actually, by giving him a little bit more than 4 years, what that translates to, Annabelle, is that he gets credit for time served, that's 14 months. If he keeps his nose clean in prison, he gets 8 months more off. He could walk free February 2028.
All right, so here's something. So now that we talked about the sentence, Combs had asked the judge for mercy. He asked for a second chance. The judge, though, however, saying this was your second chance, saying, quote, where is that here? He could have had a much longer sentence. What does that tell you?
What that tells you is that this judge was really being hard on Combs because Combs has expressed remorse at various times, but then allegedly he just went back to doing it again. I mean, in a way, of course, Combs is lucky. If that jury had convicted him on either sex trafficking or racketeering in July, he could be going away for life. Instead, he's going to be going away just for a couple of years. A weird thing happened. The prosecution said today, well, Your Honor, Combs has already booked half a dozen speaking engagements down in Florida on the assumption that you're going to spring him today. And that shocked everybody. The defense lawyers got up and said, well, Your Honor, we hoped you would release him today. And he wants to speak to inmate groups and community groups. But it was not a good look for Sean Diddy Combs.
You know, going back to him being sentenced, though, and do we know where he's going to meet that sentence?
No, the Bureau of Prisons now gets to control it. Doesn't matter what the judge wants. Doesn't matter what Sean Diddy Combs wants. The Bureau decides, what about security? High-profile guy. What about his medical needs? Where does his family live? Where did he live before being arrested? Bottom line, Annabelle, there are two candidates. He will probably go either to Terminal Island in San Pedro or Lompoc. One of those two are the most likely places where he will do his prison time.
What are his options now?
Well, number one option is get that appeal going. Sean Diddy Combs is going to be arguing that the prostitution statute was never intended for some sort of a weirdo performance art freak-off. It was intended for a brothel and pimps and johns and so on, and therefore the judge allowed a misapplication of the law.
And his legal matters are far from over.
Oh, yeah, he's got civil suits coming out of his ears. He's already settled for millions of dollars. He's got a big target on his back as a result of this conviction. So, yeah, he's got plenty of legal troubles. But let's face it, he has to be breathing a sigh of relief that he first avoided life in prison, and now he could be getting out in early 2028.
Boy, all right. Royal Oakes, again, thank you so much for all of your input today.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, as always.